A great way to drive a discounted price is to buy as a group. But how's an individual or a family to cut a group deal? Well, Alpha Buyer has some ideas. Kevin Johnson is founder and CEO, and welcome. Good to have you.
Good to be here, Bill. Thank you.
All right, so Alpha Buyer, relatively new company, right?
Yes.
Only been at it for about a year or so. So for people who don't know it, what are you all about?
We are all about helping the individual consumer and the small business save on essential spending areas such as electricity and natural gas. Those are the first two categories that we introduced onto the platform.
Okay, so how do you do that exactly?
Well, first thing how does the consumer do it? Or
well, how do you do it, on behalf of the consumer?
What we do is we look at the market and study the market first, okay? And that's essential because this is an essential service we're providing. Power, everybody needs power, for example, so take electricity. So we look at what affects your electricity bill. So we're, one, in a deregulated area. Duquesne's deregulated, as well as the rest of the state, for natural gas and electricity. But when we're determining what type of offer to put on the platform, we have to first find out the structure of the offer. For example, you can do a variable or a fixed rate. Well, right now, GDP is growing. So GDP affects your electricity bill. Why? Because in a deregulated market, commercial and industrial users are going to utilize more energy because they're growing. So, albeit it does not feel like we're in a growing
Right. It's lackluster growth, but
it's very lackluster. Yes, right. But at the end of the day, it's still inching along at 1 to 2%, depending on what economists you lend your ear to. So we only, right now, the summer offers that we're providing are only fixed rate. Why? Because we feel for the next year or two we're going to see some positive growth, albeit minimal. But it's going to affect your electricity bill in a deregulated environment over the next couple periods.
So you're able to go out and negotiate that price based on a certain number of customers you can bring to bear?
Yes. So what we'll do is pre-negotiate based on, we'll pre-negotiate with the suppliers that work in a particular ecosystem such as Duquesne and say, look, for an aggregated amount of consumers that come together in a block from, let's say, 0 to 20, what's your discount? Okay. So for example, we just ended an offer where our opening price was the #1 deal in the marketplace. And you can benchmark all that against the Pennsylvania PUC's website called PA Power Switch. As more individuals or small businesses enlist in the offer, the price continues to get better and better. So it incentivizes some sharing.
Okay, and encourages more people to come in and participate.
Absolutely.
You're doing this in a web-based system? Is that how this works?
Web-based. It's all the platform. The name of our company is Alpha Buyer. The platform resides on alphabuyer.com.
Okay, so people go there and they can what, review the deals that are available wherever they happen to be?
They can actually learn about, they can be educated on deregulation, and they can also find the best offer that we provide on the site. We will only post an offer if it's the best deal in the marketplace.
Okay.
You know, that's the consideration one. We won't put it there unless it's the best.
So they can just register right then or sign up?
They register with an account number. You can register for both a natural gas offer or an electricity offer. In Duquesne for electricity, or Columbia, for example, if you have natural gas in your home or small business in the Columbia utility region.
And so you're starting in energy, natural gas, and electricity. You think this same kind of concept has application to other things people need?
We think the future is group commerce for a majority of essentials that you buy every day. It won't work for fashion. It won't work for a number of different spending areas, but it will work for the majority of your bills, whether it's your TV or cable bill, whether the future is your insurance bill. So the model and the group commerce model is extensible to a number of different spending areas.
Now, right now you're rolling this out just in Pennsylvania. How are you taking all this to market?
We are rolling out next week in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, 3 other deregulated areas. In late August, we'll be rolling out in Chicago. In September, we'll be rolling out in California.
So really market by market.
It's a market by market
opportunities
basis.
are that you identify. You're out of Paoli, Pennsylvania. That's right, eastern part of the state, but doing it obviously here in these particular utility markets here in
we opened up the business model from Philadelphia, Harrisburg, and Pittsburgh all at the same time, essentially.
So the bottom line people want to know is how much can I save if I sign up through your service? How big a difference is it going to make?
Well, right now, the price to compare in Duquesne for a year for your electricity is 9.33 kilowatts per hour. Our first tier for the first 20 people is already the #1 deal in the marketplace at 7.18. And that is 22.5% off. The last tier, if 40 to 60 sign up, it is 6.99. These are prices no one is getting on their own.
Wow.
It's just not happening.
Fascinating.
And that's 25% off.
25% off. All right, well, that'll get people's attention. The company's Alpha Buyer, alphabuyer.com. You can check it out and sign up. Kevin Johnson, founder and CEO. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks. And we'll be back with more of our Regions Business right after this. Stay with us.